In this video, I'm going to teach you how to do a single leg kettlebell deadlift. This is what we use in the foundation movement system as the very first progression that anybody does towards a barbell deadlift. And the reason why we do that is for unilateral strength, so that we overcome imbalances in the hips before we create any problems. Now make sure you stick around to the end, because I'm going to teach you exactly the right way to do this movement and also show you the most common mistake that people make when doing it. All that and more coming up.
The gym that teaches people how to move instead of just exercise, because we believe that health is about performance, not just body image.
Hi, in case we haven't met, my name's Rad Burmeister, co-founder and co-creator of the Foundation Movement System and Unity Gym, where health is measured by the way you perform and feel, not just by the way you look, and where we teach you how to nourish and move instead of diet and exercise. Finished our handstand training, and now we're on to our first strength movement. So for today, the B1 exercise is the single leg kettlebell deadlift. So Richard's going to hold the kettlebell in his right hand and stand on his left leg, and from here we're going to just do a couple of reps, Richard. We're going to bend at the hips, then the knee, and straighten up the knee, and then straighten up the hips. As Richard does a few reps, you'll notice his back is staying really nice and straight. This is called a hip bend, so we don't want to bend at the spine. Do an incorrect one, Richie. See how he's rounding his back there? That's really, really bad. Do not do that. It's bad for so many reasons. Just relax for a sec. I'm not going to go into what it does or doesn't do to the spine. It is a debatable topic. The old school way of thinking is that it's really bad for the spine because it puts excessive lateral force onto the lumbar spine. But there's a lot of new pioneers around what's good and not so good for the back, and rounding the spine under load is, we actually like it. We do it with Jefferson curls and with a lot of other movements. For me, I've had great results with doing loaded spinal flexion. It's a progressive thing though, but for this movement, we're trying to develop a hip bend, so we don't want to round the spine. So just go again, Richard. So you'll see he's bending from the hips, from here, not from the spine. Standing on the opposite leg. So the kettlebell's in the right hand, he's standing on the left leg. The focus is on bending at the hips. He does bend the knee, but that's not the focus. The focus is on how far you go forward with the hips. When you come up, you're going to thrust the hips forward and tense your butt. So you'll watch when he goes down, it's controlled, 1, 2, 3, and then on the way up, it's just up in one go, okay? A critical part of the single leg kettlebell deadlift is the alignment of your hips. So if you watch Richard when he does his reps, his hips are gonna stay facing forward. So that's a beautiful technique there. Okay, so his hips are facing dead forward, his body just bends at the hip, and then he comes up. Do another rep, Richard. Now this is, what Richard's about to do is one of the most common mistakes people make with this exercise. Twist it all up. See, his whole body's twisting, he loses, just do a few reps, let your knee come in and everything like that. The knee wobbles in, the body twists. That is really, really bad. If that's you, you need to dramatically reduce the weight. You must be able to control the movement so that you have a relatively balanced and structured posture. If you can't do that, what you can do is grab a dowel rod and hold it in the left hand and use it as little as possible, and hopefully only for a week or two. It's not something that you want to be relying on, but if you just cannot get your balance, you can do it that way. Okay? We're going to do 20 repetitions per side on this one, and that is the single leg kettlebell deadlift. Thanks for watching our video. If you enjoyed that, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and make sure you hit the notification bell. We do weekly videos. We post them on Monday in Australia, which is Sunday in America, where we do workout videos just like this and also exercise tutorials. And if you've got any videos that you'd like us to create especially for you based on your questions, just leave a question in the comment and we get around to as many of them as we can. And also, if you want to get started on your journey with us, download our free flexibility blueprint. It's an amazing document that's going to teach you the 7 key lessons that we've learned over 25 years of training to really take your flexibility and mobility to the next level. And if you do that, you'll also be notified when this video becomes part of our first online program for strength training. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Repetitions with correct technique. Here, Richie. I'll do the intro.
Stand back a little bit. Yep, good.
I've done the hi, my name's Rad, so now I'll just go, all right.
Okay, when you're ready.
Hi! Oh, no, I don't need to do that.